I have seen multiple videos pop up on my For You page titled, "I feel like I am just waiting to die," or "I have no aspirations, I have no motivation to live," or things like that. And it is actually a very fucked up thing to say. And not going to lie, at some point I used to have feelings like that. So I get what they mean with these titles, like they have no aspirations, they don't have any motivations to do anything, and they feel like they are just surviving, not truly living. Just letting you know, before I start talking about this subject, I did not watch these videos, but the title itself did inspire me to talk about this subject, because if I can help at least one person overcome such feelings, it will be more than worth it that I talked about it, you know what I mean? But just a tiny disclaimer, I am not a professional at this subject. This is just an opinion of a dumbass who is in his early 20s. But I want you to hear me out. A lot of people, when they graduate high school, they would have expectations that the worst part of their life is actually over. They eventually, after graduating, end up like this one Penguins of Madagascar movie scene.
Well, this sucks.
Bruh.
When they start working towards something and fail, they feel discouraged. Be it the disappointment of not going to the university they planned to attend to, be it failing at university, or failing to know what they actually want to do with their lives in their future. They no longer know what their aspirations are, which is sad, honestly. And without aspiration, they just do whatever pays the bills. Hence the term, "I am just living to survive." Our world is so materialistic that the people focus on the prize. And of course, the most logical thing would be to do in our current timeline is to go for a high-paying job, even if you don't enjoy it at all. Because without a high-paying job, you cannot even afford a place to live in. You cannot even do anything. So surviving is actually barely manageable in this economy. And in my opinion, because of this materialistic economy that we live in, that everything is so expensive, that everyone is actually going for a job that does not fulfill them, this is where the surviving mentality comes from. And this is how it became the norm. You know what I mean? Because if you are doing something that you do not enjoy, you end up hurting your mental. And trust me, it isn't worth it. The more you ignore your mental, the darker your thoughts are going to be. When a person eventually reaches the point of "I am just surviving," he or she might actually descend further and end up saying, "This is all pointless. Why should you even bother at this point?" And this is the worst point a person can actually reach, man. If you, the viewer, are in this state of mind, please seek help. Talk to someone you like, be it a professional or a friend or a family member. Just talk to someone. Vent, be selfish, and help yourself, man. It's not worth it to be suffering with these dark thoughts. And if you want my answer to what is the point is actually pretty simple. Live and enjoy yourself. It is not even that deep. And whatever you do as well, do not let social media also influence you on how to live your life. Because most of these rich people who say people without a Bugatti are losers, like Andrew Tate, most of them feed on your insecurity. They start selling you courses that feed upon your insecurity and scam you. most of them are actually scammers. They be like, this course will help you become rich. A lot of people say, if you want to do social media, a lot of people say that you have to study the algorithm or work with the algorithm. Just do what you enjoy, man. Just do what you enjoy. And trust me when I say this, a stupid evening with my friends and us talking about stupid shit is worth more than an empty mansion. At least to me, okay? Each person to his own. Each person has his values. Each person has the things he enjoys. But to me, having nice friends and people that care about me is far more valuable than anything. You may say also you don't have any friends. You cannot socialize with people. And trust me, with enough practice, you can actually talk to anyone. And meet anyone. You can just go to public events, fight local events, talk with your community, meet people there. It's not that deep. And trust me when I say this, most people actually want others to talk to them. Basically what I'm trying to say, live as you see fit. Follow your gut. Follow your dreams. And if you say that you do not have dreams, make an effort to know who you are. Because dreams and passions, they are never ever lost. Never. They are simply forgotten. And everything forgotten, with enough effort you can actually remember it. Remember the passion that you had. Remember the dream that you had. Remember that goal.
Remember who you are!
Just follow your gut. Yes, you might say that a lot of the things that the heart chooses are illogical. But if you only base the stuff that you want to do in life based only and purely on logic, you wouldn't even enjoy what you're doing. You know what I mean? And if you do not enjoy what you do, trust me when I say this, you cannot put the time that you need to put in it. And it might not work out, and it might actually take a toll. So, basically, do what your heart tells you to do with the logic that your mind tells you to do. Combine both of them to make something that you truly enjoy and something that you can live with. Because we are fucked anyway in this economy, right? Anyways, we're fucked. So why not get fucked while we are doing something we actually enjoy? Follow your passion, follow your heart, and live the way it suits you to live. It is your life and your life only. One last thing. Try to find the reason you chose a certain job or major. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a person that wanted to work in the video games industry, right? He has to ask himself, am I doing this to entertain people? Or my goal is to build an actual video game? Because if it doesn't work out in the coding field, they can go to a different route that achieves this goal. And if he wants to entertain people, maybe you can do that in some other way, not just video games or movies or maybe YouTube. Who knows? You can do anything. There are other ways. And if you do something differently, that does not mean failure. It is just another way to succeed. And if you are convinced in the path that you went on, never ever give up. You can fail a million times. And once you succeed, it will overshadow every single failure. It is as if they never happened. People will only start saying, oh my god, he succeeded. Trust me when I say this. And if someone makes fun of your goals, tell them to just go fuck themselves. Never ever be ashamed of who you are or your goals or who you want to be. And even if you do not have anyone who supports you, keep going. Enjoy what you do. Never apologize for being yourself. Just be you. And know that I cheer you on. In fact, you can say your goals in the comment section, because it would be actually pretty cool to know what each person is planning for the future or what their ultimate goal is. And I'd enjoy seeing comments like that. So if you feel comfortable of commenting your future goals, please do so. And I assure you, since I am still a very fucking small channel, I'm gonna read everything. So, all in all, to summarize this video, enjoy living, because living is a blessing that we forgot how to cherish. So yeah, this is pretty much it. See ya.